all. Good boy. Okay. I was just visiting with a friend who lives on the other side of the apartment complex, and she's pulling up she has too many flowers in her garden. And I'm so excited because she gave me some seeds. Let's see if I can show you these. These are little seed pods. And the seeds are teeny tiny. They are delphinium seeds. And I'm gonna go throw them out in the back. You stay. I'll be right back, okay? Have you ever heard that poem by AA Milne? He's the guy that wrote Winnie the Pooh. And let me see if I can find the book here. So I found the book in my bookcase. Oh, it's a very old copy. This is When We Were Very Young by AA Milne. And now this particular one was reprinted in 1961, but originally the copyright is 1924. So I'm looking for The Dormouse and the Doctor. There. Okay. I always remembered this poem from when I was a child. This is one of the ones my mother used to read to me. So this is how it goes. There once was a dormouse who lived in a bed of delphiniums blue and geraniums red. And all the day long he'd a wonderful view of geraniums red and delphiniums blue. A doctor came hurrying round, and he said, "Tut, tut, I am sorry to find you in bed. Just say 99 while I look at your chest. Don't you find that chrysanthemums answer the best?" The dormouse looked round at the view and replied, when he'd said 99, that he'd tried and he'd tried, and much of the most answering things that he knew were geraniums red and delphiniums blue. The doctor stood frowning and shaking his head, and he took up his shiny silk hat and he said, "What the patient requires is a change," and he went to see some chrysanthemum people in Kent. The dormouse lay there, and he gazed at the view of geraniums red and delphiniums blue, and he knew there was nothing he wanted instead of delphiniums blue and geraniums red. Well, anyway, the poem goes on, and it goes on, and finally, the last page. The doctor next morning was rubbing his hands and saying, "There's nobody quite understands these cases as I do. The cure has begun. How fresh the chrysanthemums look in the sun." The dormouse lay happy. His eyes were so tight. He could see no chrysanthemums, yellow or white, and all that he felt at the back of his head were delphiniums blue and geraniums red, because even though the doctor had been so sure that the chrysanthemums, yellow and white, would cure him, in his mind he thought about what brought him peace, and that was geraniums red and delphiniums blue. And at the end of the poem it says, "And that is the reason," Aunt Emily said, "if a dormouse gets in a chrysanthemum bed, you will find, so Aunt Emily says, that he lies fast asleep on his front with his paws to his eyes, because he's imagining geraniums red and delphiniums blue." Anyway, so my friend gave me, where'd I get this from there? My friend gave me some delphinium seeds. From, yes, delphiniums blue. So I've thrown them in the back, and I'm going to go by there in a little while and take pictures of some of her sunflowers. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Anyway, yeah, plants. Do plants and flowers make you happy? Oh, and rainbows. And sweet doggies. Yeah. Well, I thought while I was headed over to photograph my friend's sunflowers, I'd stop and show you these beautiful magnolias that are blooming. Oh, they go all the way up this very tall tree. So lovely. So way over there, whoops, is where we're going. And here we are. Here's my friend's garden. You can see she did a lot of work this morning, pulling out a whole bunch of stuff where there were just too many flowers growing. She's gonna put something new in. We need a little rain, or maybe she'll water the garden. So many beautiful, beautiful flowers. And most of these are perennials, so they come back every year. And here we are. Oh, she's got tomatoes. I didn't realize that. Isn't this just lovely? And you can hear all the birds. When you have a lot of flowers, you usually have a lot of birds. And earlier this morning, I was looking at this. Will open up, I don't know, maybe in several days, and it will become one of these. Anyway, it's so lovely to see all of this. And we've got two kinds of trees here. This is so pretty. Look at that. And Spanish moss. Ah, I just love seeing all this. So beautiful. She's got several kinds of hibiscus. It's a double flower. And how long has this been growing here? Look. It goes way, way up there. Let's see if I can see. Look at that. Now this is by the maintenance shed. It's interesting because it just sits here and it just grows. Give you an idea of the size. I'm going to walk back about 25 feet here. So that cactus thing is way up there. Gosh, really impressive. We've got a lot of lizards here this season. I don't know why more so now than I've seen in the past. Oh, so beautiful. Now here are some very interesting, I'm pretty sure these are lilies that another friend has growing. Even the little thorn vine looks pretty. Has a lovely garden here with beautiful, beautiful flowers. And we have got some gorgeous crepe myrtle trees around the property here. Some of them have just a fantastic scent. And another friend has beautiful potted plants by her walkway. Aren't these just gorgeous? Just makes you happy to see this sort of thing. And I'm back at my house. With my beautiful flowers that I really enjoy. And lately I have had a lot of Carolina chickadees. All day long they hang around the bird feeders. Got a hummingbird out there. Squirrel, male and female house finches, Carolina chickadees. I love it. So, Grayson, if we can get some more flowers growing in the back, we'll have even more birds. We will.